to just talk about nostalgia. So, talk about it before, but while it can be a dangerous thing, because you're thinking to yourself, you know, things were so much better back then, and they'll never be that good ever again. And you look back fondly on memories, And it's a dangerous game to play, because if you keep on dwelling on the past, you think about how shit the future's going to be, and in some cases you might be right. Unfortunately, I don't want to give you false hope, but you've always got to look on for the future and adapt and live in the present moment first and foremost. Sounds easy, I know, trust me. But one thing I just wanted to talk about was, do any of you feel like, looking at the 80s and the 90s, it was very nostalgic, and I watch shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then Everybody Loves Friends, of course. I don't mind Friends. It's not one of my favourite shows, but I do like it. You look at the actors from that time period and you think to yourself how free they looked, how genuinely happy they were. Of course, talking about Friends, God rest Matthew Perry's soul. He didn't seem very happy, but people are always dealing with their internal battles, and it seemed like in the moment, though, they were all happy. A lot of people, not everyone, of course. There was obviously, they're fake it till you make it, that type of thing, but you see people having a picnic or whatever, and they all seem to be going out in parks and having a good time and on the beach, and they all looked fit and healthy and happy. Looked like a lot of hope and promise for the future. And I'm just wondering if people like from my generation will feel that, from the early 2000s, late 90s. But yeah, I was talking about nostalgia, and you ever just notice how people from like the 80s, the 90s and the early 2000s, they just seemed a lot happier, the young people then. I know TV shows, everybody reminisces on the good times, and things do seem a lot better when they're on the telly. You're not showing your worst side, but it just feels like sometimes what do we have to look back on? Like, I look back on stuff fondly, like I look back on going and knocking for my mates, so we're going out playing football all day, and I was very late getting social media. Me and my friend group, we played football, rugby, but we were seen as oddballs or weirdos, because we didn't have, well, a few of them had Facebook and whatever, but I was very late getting Facebook. I only got Facebook, I'd say, when I was 13, 14. Most people I knew had it when they were 10, and I thought that was the norm. And I just think that's not real nostalgia, that's fake nostalgia, and you're just pretending you're having a good time. There's a lot of people genuinely did before, and I guess I've been trying a lot of stuff, and I kind of come to the conclusion now that no matter what I do, it's not going to make me feel better. What's going to make me feel better is how I feel about myself as a